Good morning, everybody. Keith Hill here, foodtruckhelp.com, the I Love Bacon Truck, ilovebacontruck.com. First off, let me ask a favor of everybody. Everybody, if you're getting any value out of this, all I ask, please go to Instagram, like our page on Instagram. It's I Love Bacon Truck. If you've got Instagram, please just go over and hit follow on that. And I will tell you, it comes from a sales point of view or a sales place. What we're trying to do is get to the point. We have stalled out at about 7,800 followers for the last year or so, and it's been tough to grow. And what we need to get to 10,000 followers so that we can put links to our products, our mail order products, our bacons and pickles and bacon jams and chocolate covered bacon and jalapenos and pimento cheese and all these things that we make that we're going to start trying to drive a mail order business off of. It allows us to put a link right there. You see some Instagram pictures that have a little white dot on them, and you can tap that white dot and it takes you to a buy page or a link for that product. And that's what we really need to get to more than anything. So if you've got a food truck and you're trying to do the same thing or whatever, if you send me a message and let me know, hey, I followed you, I'll follow you right back. Because I want to reciprocate and I want to be able for you to sell your products on Instagram as well. So that's one of our main goals right now, is trying to get that up over 10,000 followers so that we can start selling our mail order stuff, not just on our website, but on our Instagram profile as well. So thanks everybody for listening. If you could go do that, that would be amazing. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for cash. I'm not asking for you to pay me for this information. I'm not trying to guilt you into doing it, but if you're on Instagram and would like to follow us, that's amazing and it's much appreciated. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're prepping food this morning, if you're going out for lunch, whatever you're doing, if you're sitting, I like to make this joke a lot, but if you're sitting at your job that somebody else is paying you for and you're on their clock and you're working on your business plan while nobody is looking for your food truck business, even better. That's what you do. So continue to listen. I'll keep putting out any little bit of wisdom I've got. If you've got anything you need to know, foodtruckhelp.com. There's a contact form at the bottom of the page. Drop me a message in there. And if there's something I can help you with or something I can bring up on the podcast and talk about and maybe help other people that are listening as well, I will do that also. So foodtruckhelp.com, contact at the bottom. Also, you can subscribe on the website for Apple Podcasts or podcasts on Apple Music. So there we go. Today, what I want to talk about is I see in a lot of the social media groups, food truck groups and such, people are very interested in what POS to use and what the benefits of using Square are. Now, we've been approached by every credit card processor and POS company, and anytime I'm at a conference, I've got 15 POS companies trying to sit down and schedule a meeting or schedule a call or schedule a demo, and I've talked to all of them. I've seen it all. There are some good ones out there. There's some amazing services, some amazing equipment out there, and I want to tell you why I still use Square. Okay? Square just did up their rates. Well, they actually lowered their rate, but they added a 10% transaction fee for each transaction. We were already, once you process over $500,000 in credit card sales, I believe, maybe it's 250,000. But after you process over $500,000 in credit card sales a year, you can call Square and negotiate a lower rate. So I did that last year. I called and negotiated a lower rate. They ended up giving me only, they dropped it down to 2.6%. So now I'm neck and neck. So the reasoning for that was they told me they go in, they investigate it, they look at your actual, credit cards that your customers use. So, we have an average ticket of, I think our average ticket this year is $24. That's up from $17 last year, which was amazing. The year before that, it was $15. So I went from $15 in 2017 to 17 in 2018, and now in 2019 it's at $24. That's our average ticket. So the 10% or the 10 cent transaction fee doesn't hurt us that bad. but I do want to talk about the pros of Square. First of all, ease of use. Setting up Square is a delightful task. It's very easy. You go in, the reporting is very easy. If you log in on your browser, on your laptop or whatever, just being able to get around, they've made it tremendously easy to use. Overall, the interface, the user interface is amazing. I love it. It operates very Apple-like, if that's a thing. But the people who use Apple computers know what I'm talking about, or iPhones. So it operates very similar. Very smart. Everything's pretty good now. The user interface on everything is pretty decent. The first big main thing I want to talk about is Square as a processor is actually an aggregator, is what it's called. So what happens is every time a card is processed with Square, it basically sees it as like Square is one company with a bunch of locations, and every one of our small independent businesses is seen as an independent an additional location. So think of it as a big corporation like Walmart that has all of these locations, and they're processing it, and it's all coming from Walmart. So that's what whoever Square is using or whatever the technology is. I'm not smart enough to know. But it sees it like it's one big company with lots of locations. And then each one of our businesses is a location. Now, there are some pros and cons to that I've read. I'm not going to really get into them now because I'm not smart enough to talk about them eloquently. But what that does do is if somebody goes to Tokyo and goes to have dinner in Japan, and whoever owns that restaurant uses Square as their POS and processor, when somebody swipes that credit card and then they want a receipt text messaged or emailed or whatever to them, and they put their information in, or if they sign up for the loyalty program, they put their information in, and then 6 months later they come to my food truck and order a meal, and they swipe their credit card, it captures that information as one of your customers. Okay, so no matter where on the Square network they sign up, or they, want a receipt text message to them or whatever, no matter where on the Square network they sign up, I now get to capture that information as a customer. Now that one thing right there, capturing contact information and capturing customer information, is probably the biggest thing that keeps me with Square. Just that one single thing, because what you then have is I've got a 71,000 customer list of contact information that I can market to. Now, that may not seem like a huge deal, but to some people that aren't using text messaging or email marketing, you should be. Stop what you're doing right now. Start researching marketing information, or direct marketing, or retargeting, or whatever you'd like to call it. So, 1. 2, built-in loyalty program ties along with the same things, okay? You have a loyalty program, people love it. If you come to one of our trucks and you eat, I think it's 10 times. If you spend over $8 on the 11th visit, you get your meal free. All right. Everybody's got a loyalty program now, but the good thing about it is with Square, makes it very simple, keeps up with it with their credit card. So if they always pay with the same credit card, or they can recall their loyalty membership with a phone number or email address. So that kind of rolls into the same thing. The third reason that I'm with Square kind of ties into all of that as well. For an additional, depending on how big your customer list is, I think it starts at 75. We're actually up to about $200 a month now, just because of our customer list. But whenever you pay that marketing fee, what that allows you to do is build email campaigns or text message campaigns in the future, I believe, from what Square people have told me. But it allows you to build email campaigns and send out emails announcing new products, giving discounts, offering coupons, sending people to a website, whatever you want to do. You can do it very well through Square. Very simple and easy, like everything Square does. It's graphically very clean and simplistic and minimal and straight to the point, but it looks very professional. So you can send emails. Like I said, with us, it's about 71,000 people that we can send an email to. That's reachable clients. So we try not to go too crazy with it, but the access is there. We set up a few things for birthdays that are automated. If people put their birthdays in, it sends them free gifts for their birthday, come have a meal or this or that. Another thing is being able to include marketing on the receipt. So like right now, you guys heard at the first of the podcast, I am really pushing to follow our Instagram right now. So right now on the bottom of our receipts, our text message or email receipts, when you get it, it says, please follow us on Instagram. You click that link, it takes you right to our Instagram. People can click it and follow immediately. So very simple for them to do that as well. And you can change that up on the bottom of the receipts. You can put whatever you want. I'm sure you can do that with any other POS as well, but that just kind of ties into the marketing things that I really admire about Square, and they make it really easy to do. Now, I did talk to a vendor a couple days ago who told me he could pretty much do all of that. The only thing is that he could not do is we use a system called Fresh KDS. Fresh KDS is kind of local to us. They're out of Birmingham, Alabama. And what that is a kitchen display system to where you can have your regular POS iPad that you take orders with. And then what we have is another iPad or an Android tablet. You can use either. We've got one at the grill station. We have one at the garmager or sandwich cooler for the cold prep person. And then we have one right at the window. So basically, the way our system works is if an order comes in, like everything, hot side gets done first. It gets passed down the line. Whenever hot side's done with it, he taps it on his tablet. It goes away. It disappears. Whenever Expo's done with it, he taps it on his tablet and passes it over to Expo. And whenever Expo window sends it out and that order is complete, say if it's 3 sandwiches or 4 sandwiches, whenever that's complete order and goes out the window, usually it's the cold prep guy working the Expo station and cash register station as well. So when that order's gone, he taps it. That allows us to keep up with every single ticket time, how long that order took at the grill station, how long it took at the cold prep station, how long it took overall before it was out the window. So Fresh KDS syncs up with Square really well. It's an amazing add-on for us. It has allowed us to get infinitely faster in what we do, and it really allows us to do this 2-man operation that you guys have heard me talk about in past podcasts. So that's the only thing the other vendor that I spoke to the other day could not handle. He, of course, he offered me an amazing rate for processing credit cards, and they always say, well, I'm going to I'm not going to make any money off of you. I'm just going to charge you what the processor charges me, and yada, yada, yada. Who knows? Salesmen are salesmen. They're always going to do what they do. But he did offer a great rate, and he said he could do everything that Square offers with the exception of that. Now, the only other thing was they're not as big as Square, so they're not accepting as many credit cards all over the world as Square is, and they're not collecting as much email information or mobile number information that Square is. So we would be lacking there. So that's my big thing. For Square, marketing is worth, I don't know what it would cost for you and your business to pay more for Square or to paying that transaction fee. Like I said, we have a $24 ticket average, so that 10 cents doesn't hurt us that bad. But if you've got if you're a $4 average ticket business, that 10 cents stings pretty much. So I don't know how much that hurts, but I promise you it is worth the marketing features. If you don't have a marketing person, find one ASAP. Learn about everything you can do, learn about anything you can do. Learn about email marketing and social media marketing, and really start to tie Square to that. It really makes a difference. Makes a difference in customer loyalty if you keep in touch with them. We try not to email too much, but some people still do get upset. But trust me, the people that you lose are the people that opt out of your emails. The people that stay, it means they're there for a reason. They really want to hear what you have to say. So I hope this helps somebody. There are a million POS systems out there, but I really think it's worth it to use Square. Of course, I'm not getting paid in any way by Square. It's just what I use, and there are reasons why I use it. And I see this discussion almost every day in a social media group. So I hope this gets to somebody and helps you rest a little easier. Also something I did forget is the Square POS. We're not using it now, but whenever it's time for when this iPad that we're using goes out on us, we're going to upgrade to the two-part, where it has the POS in the truck, and then it has a signature screen and the place that you dunk your card, so we can put that out on the shelf, and we don't have to hand back and forth the Square tablet for people to sign and tip and all that stuff. So there we go. That's it. That's why I use Square still to this day. The competition is getting a little better, so there's going to be some better things coming, but there's my reasoning. So there we go. I hope it helps you. Foodtruckhelp.com, ilovebacontruck.com, and I Love Bacon Truck on Instagram. Please follow us. If you've got anything at all you need to ask me, please go to foodtruckhelp.com, contact form on the bottom. All right, good morning, everybody. Go out, make that money, hold on to as much of it as possible, and stack it up in your bank account. By the way, I've got a very good podcast coming. I'm starting to write down notes for it now about what to do with that profit when you get it, so you can let that profit make you more money. There we go. Have a good day, and we will talk to everybody in the morning.